Welcome back, guys. Today we are going to be cooking this Singapore noodles together. First things first, I'm going to be soaking this rice stick or noodles in hot water for maximum 15 minutes. Please don't make it exceed 15 minutes so that it does not become too soggy. You can do this for about 12 to 15 minutes, which is the usual time I take mine with. And this is about 400 grams of rice noodles. You can easily get this from your grocery store. So I'm just dunking it into my hot water to be sure that it's going to soak through and be well soaked. I covered this and left it quietly while I continued doing the other things that I required for my noodles. And so the next thing I was going to do was to fry my chicken, and I'm starting with this chicken first so that I am sure it cooks properly all through. I don't like undercooked chicken at all. Usually sometimes I fry my onions first, but because I want my chicken to be cooked properly, I'm like cooking this first. So in 2 minutes you will notice the color of this chicken from the pale pink is going to turn to white, and that means that it's going to be cooked properly. So I just made this stir fry on my wok for about 2 to 3 minutes, and I was stirring it continuously so that it does not stick down to the pan, just as you guys can see. If you can use a non-stick, it's very good for you. Whatever you can use so that it doesn't stick to the pan is fine. And yes, it's the time for me to add my onions. If you don't like onions, you might skip this, but I think for noodles, onions is just like very basic and very key. It just gives this extra spice to your food. Onions is really good, guys. So just try it if you've not been doing that before. So I'm just trying to like caramelize my onions and make it like softer. And I added some grated ginger at that point. If you want, you can add some garlic as well. I'm adding my carrot too at this point so that it can cook and does not become too crunchy, because well, kids were eating this meal, so I didn't want it to be very crunchy. So that's the reason why I'm making it this way, so that it cooks as much as possible. If you're the kind of person that don't like your carrots soggy, you can like still leave it out until later. I added some salt for taste, for some black pepper, some seasoning, some curry, and just basically add the normal ingredients you like to add. And I added some prawns at this point. Prawns does not cook like, doesn't take time to cook, so you can be careful not to add it very early in the process. You can add it like a little bit later. Prawns or shrimps cook in about 2 minutes, so you don't need to take it too far. And at this point I added my bell peppers as well, my yellow, my red, my green bell peppers. And at that point, this thing takes literally like 10 minutes to do everything. You have to work very fast. You have to like prep your meal or pre-prep all your ingredients so that you don't waste time. And it was just for me to add my spring onions, which was about the last thing I had to do before adding my Singapore noodles. So after doing all that, I just like stir fried it a bit more for about 2 minutes in readiness to add my parboiled noodles. And you can see the way it is after leaving it in the hot water for 15 minutes. You don't need to boil it at all, guys. You don't need to boil it. It doesn't need to boil on the stove at all. Just soaking it in hot water. This rice noodles like cooks through very fast, and this is like reason why I like it. Like this is that it's like a very easy meal. You can cook it in little or less time than it will take you for any regular meal. So if you watch what I'm doing, I'm just tossing it gently back and forth so that everything will like sync all together, and I won't have my vegetables at one point, I won't have my protein at another point. I added some soy sauce, some light soy sauce at this point as well. That's the dark brown color you can see. Sorry, I skipped this in the video, but I added some soy sauce. Soy sauce is everything that brings it together, or is the main ingredient that brings everything together. So please, you have to add some soy sauce. I prefer using some light soy sauce so that it does not get too dark. It depends on your preference. If you want some dark soy sauce, it's okay for you. If you like the light one, it's okay for you. And yes, guys, our noodles is ready. Like, very easy, guys. It took me less than 20 minutes to put all this together once all my ingredients were like prepped already. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in other videos. Bon appetit. Bye.